Well, I've been lucky to have quite a broad and wide-ranging practice. I started in Maryland and then have practiced in North Carolina for over 25 years, and I've tried all kinds of cases. So I've been involved with construction, personal injury, I've had property damage cases, just a whole variety of things. I really have enjoyed the broad spectrum. But I came to mediation in different ways. I've just always enjoyed working with people, and I found as an advocate, as an attorney, I kept working bridges and finding ways to communicate with the other side. And I ended up resolving most of my cases without need for mediation and without need for trial, because I'd really worked and communicated with the other side. And so when I got an opportunity to learn about mediation, it just fit really well. Sort of matching my prior experience, I do quite a variety of mediations. I steer away from family law cases, so I really don't handle those at all. And I don't do much in the way of employment. But after that, I cover pretty much anything. I do a lot of construction. I do a lot of high conflict or emotionally charged cases. I've had quite a bit of experience with high-end or catastrophic loss cases, which are very rewarding to work on and really create a meaningful resolution. But I've also really liked detail-oriented cases. I've done a lot with experts. So cases that really need a little bit of substantive understanding, I like and I tend to be asked to handle. I don't fit a particular box. I was trained in a very clear facilitative model, and I value that training because it's harder, I think, sometimes to work with people and really have them work through the process instead of my leading them all the time. But I'm not just a number carrier. So I really do a high level of evaluative work, but I use it to fit within facilitative, if that makes sense. I get directive when I feel the process isn't being respected and if we need to figure out how to get more out of the process. So that's where I get directive, if you will. But at the heart of it, I'm facilitative. That sounds like a lot, but what that means is I really want the parties to end up driving the show in the end, and I want to help them get there. I wish I knew at some level, but I think what I hear mostly is that people trust me, which I value, and I am very respectful of the attorney-client relationship, and attorneys who hire me to work with their clients find that I help build and support that relationship because it helps resolve the case. I'm also a pretty quick study, and I'm very curious. I like to understand things, and I think that allows me to be very patient and tenacious to try and figure out a way to resolve a case. Focus. Being able to clear out other aspects of life and other aspects of work to focus on that case as long as necessary and to really be there for people. You have to have some subject matter understanding. You've got to have skills and understanding of how mediation works, but I think all mediators really ought to have some of that. But what really matters and really stays is that desire to make it work and to stay with people as long as it takes, not just the day of mediation sometimes it's months later, we'll get it done. Do all kinds of things. I love to sail. I'm on my bike all the time. I love to travel, spend time with family and friends, but anything outdoors I'll get to as quickly as I can when I leave a space like this.